Hi, I'm David Hand, and this is a video for Field Experience, Psych 475 at George Fox. Overview of my placement. I was at the same placement as last semester. I was working under Dr. Voigt, but instead of working at Compassionate Care Counseling, I was actually working under her solo practice, and she actually was transitioning out of that group practice. So I was doing a lot of data entry stuff. I was moving a lot of the demographic information from patients into this new EHR. That was primarily what I did most of the semester. Um, the experience was great. It was great to see um, how the business runs and all the things you need to be prepared for your business, making sure there's the correct credit card information in there, the correct insurance information that's not outdated, making sure you're staying on top of all those things. Otherwise, you can't bill and you can't make money. It was an eye opener of how many things you really need, how many disclosures need to be signed before treating people so you don't get in trouble or they sue you later. These things are really important when you're running your own business, so you can keep running a business. Um, I honestly thought that my objectives were met from what they told me to do. They told it was mostly the data entry stuff, and I got it done on time or before time. So I felt pretty happy with my performance. I think they were happy with my performance, and they told me repeatedly that it helped them out a lot. Having someone just work on that while they were working on other aspects of the business. So yeah, I thought I did a pretty good job. Some of the concepts I learned during field work was we talked about coping skills in the supervisee meetings that I would attend once a month. There was one gal that she had this patient who was using a lot of coping skills for her anxiety, and they weren't healthy coping skills. She would harm herself, and she's been known to cut herself. And I was suggesting that some different coping skills might be necessary, and seeing if her environment and social network could grow, and so there would be people there supporting her and helping her out and checking on her. And that way she's not just alone trying to figure out how to, not hurt herself and to manage her anxiety. So applying some of those coping skills, healthy coping skills, was pretty important. Um, as far as my faith goes, this semester didn't impact my faith at all. I'm still agnostic. I still haven't really changed um, my religious status, I guess, if you want to call it. I still think the same things that I did before the semester. Um, as far as the evaluation to my future in psychology, I still plan on going into social work. That's my plan. I still want to do counseling, and social work will allow me to do that. And if I get tired of it, I can move into a different sector of social work, maybe the criminal justice side, or supporting, people looking for resources, stuff like that. There's a little more flexibility than the LPC route, so I'm pretty excited about that. Impact of this experience on my career planning. I really understand more that it's daunting to start your own business and to um, make sure all your ducks are in a row. I think I'll probably start with like a company that helps me with managing the billing and things like that instead of just doing it all on my own. It's a lot of work, and I would rather just, clock in, get paid, help people, write my notes, submit it, and then the company takes care of the rest. I think that'd be a little easier for me starting out, and then maybe down the road, if I want to transition into my own business, I'll have a better idea of what I need to do to make sure I don't fall behind. But in conclusion, I mean, it was a great field experience. I had a great time with Dr. Voigt and Alyssa and her team last semester. They're fantastic. Highly recommend them if anyone needs supervising hours in the future for a master's degree. I was their first undergrad, like field experience person, so I was kind of the guinea pig, but they did a great job. They answered all my questions, and I had a great time. And I was happy to help them out, and they've helped me out a lot too. So it was a pleasure working with them, and I'm excited to use them for my supervise hours once I'm in my master's program. So that'll be great. And yeah, it was a great semester. Thank you.